Is Spider-Man viable? Is he good enough for ranked matches, or is he a stinker, a liability? What's up guys, GH here. In this video, we're gonna analyze Spider-Man and answer whether he's good now at his current state. He just recently got a buff, so we're gonna look at him. We're gonna show all the skills, the pros and cons, conclusion, and gameplay at the end of the video. And with that said, here is Spider-Man. Let's do this. Okay, before we start, this video is for April 2020 and will be a showcase of Spider-Man of April 2020. So please keep that in mind. Okay, let's start. And here is Spider-Man. Let's look at the design. It's pretty awesome. If you're a fan of Spider-Man, you're gonna love this skin. We even have the Avenger Infinity War skin. That's very nice. Now let's look at his stats. He's an assassin hard difficulty hero with an almost full attack, which is in my opinion is wrong because right now Spider-Man doesn't have a strong attack compared to other assassins. But if what they meant in this attack stat is they included control ability, yeah, he has a very high attack in that regard. Now for the defend, it's very low, which is understandable for an assassin hero. Then mobility is jacked up to full, which is very true because Spider-Man could be the most mobile assassin in this game. And the support stat is halfway decent. And now for the skills. His natural passive is called Spider Power. What this natural passive does is gives you an additional basic attack damage when the yellow bar under your HP is maxed out, and you can max it out by moving. Spider-Man's first skill is called Web Shot. When you use it in the ground, it will shoot 3 web shot that deals damage and slows enemies. And if you manage to hit 3 times, it will do 3 marks that last for 5 seconds. And at the 4th mark, the enemy hero will be in a stunned state. He's gonna be webbed and unable to move for 1.5 seconds. But how are you gonna put 4th mark, you ask, in an enemy? Usually it's with the use of the second skill, which is called Spidey Flight. This skill gives Spider-Man the ability to swing in and out of a battle, and what's good about this skill is after using this, you will have the ability to kick mid-air. And that kick can mark an enemy. And that's how you put the 4th mark. And another thing is you can use web shot while swinging. It will do an area attack that slows enemies and will mark an enemy but only 1 mark. I'm emphasizing this mark system of Spider-Man because that is how you control an enemy, making them susceptible to attacks. And also because that is how you use the final skill, which is called Web Punishment. And what this skill does is slam an enemy for 1 second. But there's a caveat, which is you need enemies to be in a stunned state. It doesn't need to be your 4 mark web stun, it could also be your teammate's stun. Now before we go to the pros and cons, let me just show you a few ways to mark enemies 4 times. This is the first way, which is the simplest way. Just use web shot in the ground and hit 3 times, then swing and kick. That will get them 4 marks, which will web them and will enable the use of your final skill. Another way is this. You need to swing, then kick, then web, then kick again. Yes, you can do that in 1 swing. Then after that, what you need to do is swing again and then kick. That will 4 mark an enemy. And after that, you can use your final skill. Now let's do the pros and cons, advantages and disadvantages. Let's start with the cons. Now Spider-Man has very low damage. He has no burst damage, which is kinda bad for an assassin. You're more of a sustained damage and control hero. Another thing is you're weak against ranged enemies. More specifically, marksman. Because even if you're swinging, a marksman can easily shoot you. Lastly, the attack animations is too long. What the fluff? It leaves you vulnerable for attacks. Now for the advantages, the pros, even with the bad animations, you're given the ability to easily get in and get out of a battle with Spider-Man's awesome mobility. Another advantage is you're strong against certain melee heroes because you decide if it's gonna be a battle or are you gonna back out, which is a great thing because you dictate the flow of a fight. Lastly, you have one of the best control ability in the assassin category of this game. If you've been attacked by a Spider-Man, you know running away is almost impossible. And that's Spider-Man, a very mobile control ability hero. Now let's answer the question, is he a viable hero for ranked matches? My answer is yes. He is in that well-balanced state, and if NetEase further buffs Spider-Man, he could be back in the banning list. But right now, he's okay. He's very viable. And that's it guys, what do you think? Is Spider-Man viable or not? Share your thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, share, and then subscribe to be part of the Gaming Hardcore family. And as always, this is Gaming Hardcore. See you in the next one.